So we had a bit of a plan to go climbing, basically. We were going to take a day. We had a bit of a free rein, load of kit, and the idea was to kind of get out in the mountains, do some climbing. We wanted a bit of weather, but I think we got a bit more than we bargained for. We decided the best thing to do was to kind of seek a bit of shelter, so we headed round to the east face of Tryfan, and we planned a route on east face called Anorak Groove. Anorak Groove's a grade 2. It's got kind of some fairly straightforward moves for grade 2, and it's quite an intricate little line. It takes you quite sneakily around some of the harder sections on the kind of gully that follows up through there.
So we got to test out the Patagonia M10 range. So I was in the Anorak. It was, yeah, brilliant. No complaints, breathability, amazing. Never felt too sweaty. You know, with the intermittent weather we had sunshine, hail, rain, kind of you name it, we had it, but it kind of handled everything perfectly. Fit was excellent, worked really well climbing with the harness on, you know, no sort of extra bagginess, extra features that are going to get in the way. It's just a really clean, simple jacket that does the job it's meant to do.
The conditions, like I said, really, really wet. We had an awful lot of weather coming down. Great weather for testing out kit. It was kind of perfect, really. We couldn't have asked for a better day. You needed to use your hoods, you needed to make sure that things fitted right, you needed to make sure that kind of everything adjusted down and you had enough movement. So it was good for that, but we probably got a bit more than we bargained for, that we had an awful lot of hail and things as well. The hail made it particularly cold on some of the belay stances. Particular thoughts for the M10? Personally, I was quite impressed by it. I think the one thing I thought initially was it's quite thin, it's quite a lightweight face fabric, and I was kind of a bit skeptical about how it was going to deal with being up against rock. I accidentally gave it a bit more of a test than it probably deserved. I kind of slipped over on one point and just bashed my elbow, and I was expecting a fully torn jacket, and it absolutely shrugged it off. It was like nothing was there. My elbow was scuffed and scraped and bleeding, but the jacket was in perfect condition, so I couldn't fault that at all. Some of the big things I really liked about it, I really liked the fit. I think the movement and the articulation in it's fantastic. That kind of all day, kind of wear it, walk in it, climb in it, it does both really well. A couple of the particular smaller details that I really liked with the hood. The hood absolutely swallowed a full-size climbing helmet. Fitted perfectly, gave me good visibility, but kept all the weather off. And then the other particular feature I really liked was the cuffs. We had a great extra kind of TPU layer around the inside that gave me a bit of reassurance that I wasn't going to wear out my cuff on the rock, which is something that I have done on previous jackets where it hasn't had that reinforcement.
Climbing was really, really enjoyable. It was a good mix of just general easy scrambling with some spicy moves thrown in here and there, but you kind of left to your own devices to kind of make it as hard or as simple as you wanted it to, really. A little bit wet on the rock, a little bit slippy, so it made for some interesting manoeuvres, but overall, really, really good time.
Girls.
Nice. Where do you want me now?
Just come round here. Lumpy weather.